It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the 18th day of January 2020. And a happy birthday to my bouncing baby boy, Jason. It's his birthday. Many of you know I'll be going out there next week to celebrate his birthday, and he and I to attempt to drink all the bourbon in Kentucky. So, couple interesting things this morning. We're going to do an entire show without mentioning Puerto Rico or the Philippines. So, thankful for that, as I'm sick and tired of talking about both of those all the time. However, we're not going to today. We're actually going to be talking about cruises and stuff today that are a whole lot more fun and less serious, and I'm tickled pink with it. So anyway, that's one thing. The other thing, I'm just checking down here because I got a notice that says that I'm not online. That there was some technical issue with Facebook, so I can't tell if I'm on Facebook or not. Yeah. Anyway, I know I'm on YouTube, so we're at least live that far. So. But before we get started, folks, I have some serious advice to relay to you. This is advice from the old fat guy. Never sing in the shower, because singing leads to dancing, dancing leads to slipping, and slipping leads to paramedics seeing you naked. So remember, don't sing. So that's my advice this morning from the fat guy. Now, welcome to all. We have a bunch of new people, folks. We've had a good 10 days or so with subscribers. We're up to 1,717 now. So there might be some new folks out there. If you are, welcome. We meet here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings and talk about the travel and cruise industry and related topics to that. So that's what we do. As always, and I quite often forget to say this, folks. Any of you guys that do give me a thumbs up, we do appreciate that. I'll let YouTube know that you're actually out there watching and paying attention. Thumbs down does the same thing, but we prefer a thumbs up. So we always appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you as far as subscribers go. That's just the way it is. I'm amazed that there are that many people that follow me and come around and visit with us and chat and talk about stuff on this space. Always an amazement to me. So there's a good reason this morning why I have on my puffin shirt. It has to do with our first story of the day, which deals with Holland America. And let's see, I've got to make some switches here, so bear with me. ports of call up there. There are going to be 3 17-day cruises in 2021 from Boston that incorporate these new ports of call, as well as some of the older ones that you find. Holland America runs a number of cruises from Boston to Montreal and Quebec up through the St. Lawrence Seaway because their ships fit up there. So they're adding some new, I think, pretty exciting places to visit. Again, I have not been to any of them. I have, obviously, as I stumbled over pronunciation, but that's pretty cool. The cruises that I've done up that way are usually around the fall area, are just absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, there's some new stuff. Tom Henry says no sound. Uh-oh. Chillie Falls, this is not working. Oh, you're back. Dead sound. Tom says dead. Dead sound the entire time I was off screen. No idea what you were doing. Well, hell, I never have any idea what I'm doing. Okay, so that was when I was showing the pictures of the new ports of call. Okay, so it's probably because of the background. I'm confused on why that happened anyway. Okay, thank you, Tom, for telling me that. A technical issue with that. So let's slide back over here, and we flashed up a number of ports on the new cruises up there. And I have no earthly idea. So anyway, the new areas are Nanortalik, Greenland, Paamiut, Greenland, Qaqortoq, Greenland, St. Anthony, or Corner Brook, actually, in Newfoundland, Red Bay in Newfoundland, St. Anthony in Newfoundland, and St. John's, Newfoundland. So apparently, Tom, by the way, what happened with that was when I changed the background, I must have lost the volume. So my apologies on the technical issues. So let's see. So I do need to put the other background back up, and hopefully this will not lose my audio again. Anyway, wow, sorry about that. Okay, so that takes care of the new cruises. No, it doesn't. Folks, these are not cheap cruises, by the way. Right now, the pricing on them, and we're talking 17 days on the Rotterdam. It's a good ship, fabulous food. They're known for their food, and some really new and exciting, I think, itineraries. But you're looking at starting about $2,500 for 17 days. So they're not cheap. Now, those prices, of course, can fluctuate. We won't know that until we get more into it. They're all in the summer of 2021. So if you're interested in that, you got plenty of time to consider it and go on. So dead sound the entire time you open. Tom Henry also. Tom says that he has 3 Viator tours in South America, Buenos Aires, Santiago, doing an observatory in Santiago. That's awesome, Tom. That's one of my bucket list, is doing South America. Full day personal tour for Cindy and I in London. Pricey, but it should be a great day. Absolutely. So Tom does a lot of cruising, folks. I'd like to be able to do some of them that he's doing. So anyway, I'm working on following in Tom's footsteps. He's going on a couple that I want to go into. So anyway, this is a new, exciting adventure for 2021 and Holland America. So a quick break, and I've got a couple other things to mention. So I'll be back shortly. Do you have a bad back, bad hips, bad knees, or any other mobility issues? Think about Scootaround. For scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, even oxygen needs, delivered right to your cabin. Scootaround for all your mobility needs on your upcoming cruise. Okay, commercial message out of the way. So I feel like I've done something for one of my sponsors. The project, by the way, since Tom mentioned he's got some bookings done with Viator. My project on propagating the website. And by the way, folks, this new cruise that we just talked to, the 17-dayer to Greenland and Newfoundland, is not on the website yet. It will be, sometime, and with my travel schedule here the next couple of weeks, I'm not sure when I'll get it up there, but that's going to take a lot of extra work, because we've got so many new ports of call, and that takes a lot of background work on my part to get the website up. But anyway, it will be going up. I'll let you know when it's on the website. I still hope to do a show soon on my website itself and how to use it. My project on getting all the excursions and stuff propagated on the website is coming along. I've finished all of the East Coast and West Coast, most of the West Coast stuff I'm working on. I've still got to double check and finish San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, and Anchorage. So I'm up in that western corner now. The rest of the stuff, all the eastern stuff, like Miami and Port Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale and Tampa, they're all done. So what is your website address? I have not found it. Okay, it's FNC Travel, Tom. Do I not have? There's a link in the description there'll be under this on the video or on the any of my videos. It's fnctravel.com. So that's the website. Braticat is out yowling about. You can probably hear him in the background. Kind of a tough day with Braticat. He ate really good yesterday morning and then hasn't eaten since. So it's been through several different kinds of food. And he doesn't seem to want to eat anything. So I'm a little concerned that, Braticat's last days are upon us here pretty soon. So anyway, a couple other things to cover real quickly this morning, since I took so much time screwing up the website there with audio. Panama Canal prices are going to go up as they've added a whole bunch of fees and changed their reservation system to counter historic drought levels. I didn't even know there was a drought level in Panama, but there is, due to changing rainfall panics and historic low water levels at Gatun Lake, the main source of water for the waterway. The Panama Canal implemented a new series of new measures beginning February 15th to sustain an operational level of water and provide reliability to customers while it implements long-term solution to the water levels. So the prices on Panama Canal cruises are going to go up. It might not happen overnight, but pretty soon it's going to happen. One little problem this week, weather related, which my friend Bruce talked about. We had some fog issues down on the Gulf Coast again, but affecting both Galveston and Mobile. And it was awful. They had the Carnival Dream got stuck literally out sailing around and could not land. The ports were closed. It threw schedules off. People that were supposed to sail that day couldn't get on the ship because the ship didn't come in. It was just, that usual mess when you have that weather kind of stuff that screws everything up. The main cruises that were affected was the Carnival Dream, Carnival Fantasy out of Mobile, and Royal Caribbean's Enchantment of the Seas out of Galveston. The Dream even did its cruise almost a full day late to nowhere because they lost so much time that they weren't going to be able to hit the ports of call. And of course, they had to, go through the giving people money back and stuff, refunds and credits. And, it's not the cruise line's fault, but a lot of people got, their cruises screwed up again because of fog. Second time we've had fog issues in the Gulf Coast this year that really affected the cruise industry. Okay, Brat the Cat, please don't yell like that. My other story today has to do with Baltimore, and this is one that I'm really excited about. Baltimore is the closest port to me here in Virginia, and happens to be a city that I love. I enjoy Baltimore. A number of restaurants and bars up there that I really like. I've always enjoyed Baltimore. They're both of the main ships that have been there for years. The Grandeur of the Sea, of course, we know is being decommissioned, and it's going to be replaced by Enchantment of the Seas, which has been down there in Galveston. Now, the Enchantment of the Seas is an older ship. Of course, it's been refurbished a number of times, but it's in that same class. I think it's the same class as Grandeur was, but it's going to start in June of 2021 with basically the same itineraries that the Grandeur of the Seas had. They're 5, 7, 8, and 9 night Bahamas and Bermuda cruises, 12-night Caribbean cruises, and 9-night Canada cruises. The Carnival Pride, which is also the other main ship in Baltimore. Of course, some cruises stop, use Baltimore as a port of call as they're going from place to place. But for actually being home based in Baltimore, the Carnival Pride has been there for years as well. It is moving to Tampa, I believe it is, and the Carnival Legend will replace the Carnival Pride starting in November of 2021. The itineraries are going to be different for the Legend, as it's going to offer strictly 7-night Bahamas cruises, where the Pride had multiple itineraries. The Legend will have 7-nighters. So both ships in Baltimore are a-changing. And that's starting in 2021. So those of you, the Lady G, Grandeur of the Seas, a lot of you have said that you want to get one more shot with her before she's decommissioned, because that's been one of the most popular cruise ships ever. I've sailed her twice, and it was a great ship. And the Pride. So some of you might want to make sure you get in to do a Baltimore cruise this coming year. And then we've got new ships starting in summer and fall of 21. So a lot of information from 21 now is coming out. So anyway, that covers all of our stories this morning, folks. Again, thankfully, no talk about Puerto Rico today or Philippines, and that's awful. So I appreciate Tom Henry with your advice or your information on my problems with audio there while I was going through pictures of the new ports. I'm not quite sure why I muted myself out. Of course, you guys know me and technical issues. They creep up on me from time to time. But anyway, I'll work on it. We'll figure out why. So everybody have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday. I will be doing the show as normal from here on Tuesday. I leave Wednesday to drive to Kentucky to visit with my son and grandkids, and to help my son celebrate his birthday a few days late. I'm not sure when I'm coming back, so I'll do next Thursday's show from Louisville. And Saturday could be from Louisville, or I could come home Friday night and do the show from here. I'm not sure. And a lot of that could be weather related and so forth. So that's up ahead for next week. So we'll be on normal schedule, but I'll be doing at least part of the shows from Louisville, Kentucky. So anyway, those of you that are new, welcome aboard. Glad you stopped by, and I promise I will do better with the technical issues for the next show. No, I won't. I'm terrible with the technical issues. Anyway, that's it for this morning. Thanks, guys. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Remember, folks, smile and be nice to each other. And we'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you for watching today's Travel and Cruise Industry News. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.